What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another video, and this one is all about Deem from 90 Day Fiance and also TLC themselves in particular. But of course, before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, that is a member of Patreon, and that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. Now, here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Deem's behavior in the most recent episodes of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After, we have witnessed her 1. Trespass on Michael's property, 2. Vandalize his car, and 3. Also physically as well as mentally abuse him. Now, the mental abuse is a bit more different because that one she's been doing for years. But TLC have continued time and time again bringing her back to the freaking show. And this is where we have the conversation about double standards. But before we even get into that one, there is this pinnacle question right here. Why has TLC... No, sorry. Why does it seem as if TLC is protecting Deem? I say this because, you see, when she was in Nigeria doing this madness, someone did comment on Reddit that if this had happened in America, she would have been arrested. But of course, this would only happen only if someone was to call the police on her and if Michael was to press those charges. Now, of course, in the UK, I know that you don't actually have to press charges when you are in a situation of DV. In fact, once it's been reported or been seen, the police take it in their hands regardless of the people involved. Now, I don't know if that's the same thing in America, but here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen. Just because this happened in Nigeria, it doesn't mean that the police were not involved. Or the police, so basically what the assumption going on at this moment in time is that TLC are protecting Deem. There is a point that was made that there's a good chance that TLC probably told the local authorities in Nigeria at the time, if given the fact that they were obviously notified of these crimes, that they would have probably covered Deem by saying, we're just filming and this is purely just acting. I mean, some people go as far as saying maybe they gave him hush money, but I doubt they do that, because if TLC did that and then it came back round that they did that, obviously that would shoot them in the foot a whole lot. So I'm sure that wasn't the case. But here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, let's just stick with the narrative. TLC are protecting Deem, and this is where we come in with the double standard. Now, this is the post that I saw, this image I saw on Reddit, and it does say TLC double standards. Jeffrey, as you can see, was convicted of DV off camera, was booed off show only when fans found the court feed filings. But remember, only once they found the court filings. Okay, so TLC always wait until the person is exposed before they do anything about it anyway, which is outrageous. But also on top of that, Deen now pretty much, penetrates DV on national television with signs off which signs off from every producer, executive, etc., with zero consequences. Zero consequences. And here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, we had the same situation with Mike in before the 90 days when we see him go to him and his home. And even in that situation itself in particular, he refused to leave. And she did come out to basically insinuate that off camera that Michael wasn't the best of people to be around. I mean, this guy was disgusting anyway. He wasn't even hygienically clean in terms of the fact that he left his stuff everywhere, cried while kissing. Like, the guy was just complete gruesome, absolute, just real grotesque. That's the word, grotesque. But here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, when is enough going to be enough? Why is TLC protecting Deem? That's what I want to know. That's what I don't understand. And to be honest with you, let's look at Elena. They removed her quickly based on posts that happened 10 years ago of her being racist. Right? Now, of course, I agreed with that emotion itself, but Deem has been physical. Jeffrey was physical too, but they didn't let go of him until the courts happened. Paul had a history of being an arsonist. Is that a word? Same thing's a fire. Yeah, he got arrested for that. But they still put him on the show. And now he's in a situation where he's lost his kids. Him and Karina are doing a madness of domestic nonsense. It's just crazy to me because it takes for these people to get caught off camera or off the show and get arrested for TLC to actually step in, even though these people would have had a criminal record beforehand. Jeffrey had one, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Paul had one for sure. I mean, honestly, I'm losing my words because I'm in a situation here where I'm finding it hard to understand why it's so hard for them to do a thorough background check on the people that they bring on the show. And why not also do a psychological check as well? I mean, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Does trash TV sell? Yes, of course it does. But does your brand being healthy matter more? Absolutely. Wouldn't you rather bring in people to the show who are maybe just actors, rather than bringing people to the show who are actual train wrecks, who are actual nightmares? Because what we're witnessing here time and time again is the exposure of unnecessary behavior from a network that goes underneath the name of TLC, the Learning Channel, the Learning Channel, the Learning Channel. But I say in different ways, just so you know it's clear. You dig what I'm saying? But all we continue to learn is that they're more than happy to protect Angela Deem, Big Ed for that matter as well. I mean, should I go as far as saying Kimberly at this moment in time? But it's only her second season, so I guess I can't really put it in it too much. But at the same time, we're bringing in people who are psychologically not correct in the freaking head. I just feel like I need to summarize everything before I cut this video off. So if you want to leave now, I understand, but I need to summarize everything that I've said. I've said a lot of things. The matter of the fact is that Angela Deem has shown that she has the ability to trespass, has the ability to vandalize, and also shown that she's got the ability to be physically abusive, and also shown the ability to be mentally abusive. And TLC have done nothing about it. Jeffrey is someone that they only decided to let go pretty much in a nutshell once court filings came out against him. Elaine is someone that they got rid of based on something that happened 10 years ago. But yet we've got someone like Kimberly who's on the show who, I guess is not necessarily crime, but she went and married a guy that was in prison who was underage, which is a crime. And also and then they allowed Paul to be on the show, even though he had been arrested before, and he's continuously done madness since. It's just interesting who they protect and who they let go. But the saddest thing is that Elaine is the only one they actually let go at the bat, and she doesn't even have a criminal record, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know is why is Angela Deem so special and so precious? TLC, does she have some sort of sick hold on them that we are oblivious to? Whatever this hold is, it's not worth having Angela Deem on the show. Whatever this hold is, it's not worth anything that they do on this network that is unacceptable now. And then to be honest with you, it's bad enough that TLC are in a position where people have asked them to remove Angela Deem. They asked them to remove that Jason kid from Unexpected last season as well. I feel like it's going to come to a point where people may start to actually ask for TLC, the network, to be axed. Whether that happens or not is a different conversation, but things can only escalate if they continue to bring people on the show who are unacceptable. And to be fair, do you know what? It just hit me now. Andre, we've just seen an episode, the most recent episode, Andre towards Libby. The way he behaved screamed negative vibes. That gave a lot of people, myself included, potential DV vibes. But no, it's entertaining to them. Also, to be fair, let's go even deeper. We've seen them promote people like Libby's family, Charlie, with being an alcoholic. He's not one, but we've seen them bring in people like him, drink and act like a fool. We've seen even John before drinking all the time, and it wasn't as too bad as Charlie, but also not necessarily being appropriate. There's so many elements of disgusting, dark things that they bring into the table from the DV people, from the alcoholics. Next thing you know, they're going to be showing us, bringing on someone who's a drug dealer. Then it might as well be life after lockup, love during lockup, love after lockup. I'm surprised that TLC have not rebranded. 90 Days Fiance has not been rebranded to one of those names. It needs to be rebranded to something else. It really has to be. It really truly needs to be. Then we got Mama June, someone who lost custody of her own kids. Obviously, she's now on the WeTV Anyway network. But I guess WeTV do have Love After Lockup and all that kind of stuff. So I guess that's what they do. But TLC is meant to be the learning channel. This is not what you're supposed to do. Okay, I know I said I summarized it, but then I thought about new things that I wanted to add. What can I say? Okay, TLC has so much madness going around them. The standard that the double standard they bring around their characters is beyond me. Absolutely beyond me. But again, it's embarrassing that Angela Deem is able to act the way she acts and there are no consequences whatsoever. And it's embarrassing that whoever employed or gave TLC the spot on a TV, Verizon or whatever it could be, it's embarrassing that, boy, like, they've got a network that ain't even sticking to the script. I mean, let's not even get into £600 life, forcing them to be on camera naked by giving them more money. That's bribing them, for goodness sake, bribing them. Okay, I'm going on, aren't I? Okay, I guess I could be all day with TLC. I'm pretty sure we all could be. But hey, I'll leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. I promise this time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and peace.